Hello, little ones. Welcome to Uncle Owl's story. Tonight, Uncle Owl have a lovely story to share with you before bedtime. Hansel and Gretel. In the deep forest, there stood a small wooden house. Inside lived two siblings named Hansel and Gretel. Their father was a woodcutter. Their mother had died when they were little. The father had remarried. The stepmother was selfish and unkind. The family was very poor. They barely had food to eat. One quiet night, the house was still and dark. As Hansel and Gretel lay in bed, they overheard voices.
We must send them away.
The stepmother said,
We cannot feed them. We must send them away.
Hansel quietly slipped outside and filled his pockets with white pebbles. The moon faded, and the bright morning sun appeared. The stepmother woke the children and said,
Let's go gather wood for your father.
She led them deep into the forest. Hansel dropped pebbles along the path. At last, she told them to wait while she collected wood. Daylight faded. The forest grew dark under the rising moon. The children realized they had been left behind. Gretel began to cry. Hansel whispered,
Don't worry, I left pebbles to guide us home.
Step by step, they followed the shining stones. Finally, they reached their little house safely. Their father hugged them tightly, tears in his eyes. That night, the children overheard their parents arguing once more.
There's not enough food for us, let alone for those children. Tomorrow, we must leave them in the forest again. This time, far enough so they will never find their way back.
Hansel wanted more pebbles, but the stepmother had locked the door. The moon set, and a new morning sun rose again. The stepmother woke them, saying,
We will gather wood again today.
This time, she gave both children a small piece of bread. As they walked, Hansel dropped crumbs along the path. Again, the stepmother told them to wait deep in the woods. Night fell. The forest grew cold and quiet. Realizing they were abandoned, Gretel wept once more. Hansel comforted her.
Don't worry, I left breadcrumbs this time.
But the birds had eaten the crumbs. The trail was gone. Lost and hungry, the children wandered through the forest. Suddenly, they saw a house made of sweets and cakes. Hungry and amazed, they ran to taste the candy walls. Just then, the door creaked open behind them. An old woman appeared. She smiled kindly and invited them inside. Inside, a feast of delicious food awaited. The children ate happily. That night, full and tired, Hansel and Gretel fell asleep. Gretel awoke to find the old woman staring down at her. With a shout, the old woman ordered Gretel to work. Gretel asked,
"Where is my brother Hansel?"
The old woman snarled.
He is locked in a cage.
She ordered Gretel to prepare delicious meals every day, but it was not out of kindness. She wanted Hansel to grow fatter, so that one day she could eat him. Day after day, Gretel gave Hansel good food, but ate scraps herself. One morning, the witch ordered Gretel to heat the big stone oven. When Gretel pretended not to know, the witch grew angry and showed her. As the witch bent close, Gretel pushed her into the hot oven. Quickly, Gretel unlocked the cage and freed Hansel. Before leaving, they found treasures hidden in the witch's house. They filled their pockets and ran from the candy cottage. At last, they found their way home. Their father embraced them. When he learned the stepmother's cruelty, he sent her away forever. With love and treasure, father and children lived happily ever after. Dear children, the story of Hansel and Gretel teaches us something very important. First, it reminds us to always be careful of strangers. Sometimes people may seem kind, but their hearts may not be good. That is why we must listen to our parents when they tell us to be cautious. Second, Hansel and Gretel showed us the power of being brave and clever. Even when they were scared and hungry, they did not give up. They worked together, and with courage, they found their way home. And finally, this story tells us that love between family is stronger than anything. Even after facing danger, Hansel and Gretel returned home, and their family was together again. So remember, be careful, be brave, and never lose hope. And most of all, cherish the love of your family. It will always guide you home. And now it's time to rest. Good night, little ones, and have sweet dreams. If you liked Uncle Owl's story, don't forget to press like and subscribe for more.